Hello everyone, welcome to the Northern Tarot. My name is Andy. Today, as usual, on Wednesday, we will do the love reading. And in this reading, I'm expecting to find out some clarity for the situations of the week, because the challenge of the week is the Ace of Cups and the World, which means there will be separations for some people. And also in the reading yesterday, we have two energies coming in. One is the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands clarified by Justice, and the coming energy is the King of Cups, and the King of Cups is clarified by the Moon. So that means that there will be the situations of the lovers for some people. But the separation, the lovers, or any other challenges is gonna be designed for the same purposes, which is to give you the clarifications of how you feel and if you really truly meant to be with this person. And that is one of the part of the process to prepare people for clarity and awakenings, to enjoy the coming blessings. So this love reading is actually quite interesting. So let's go and find out what is going on. Okay, so as usual, we will go to the Oracle card first to see what we have. Sorry, I forgot to light on my candle, so let's have some light for focusing the energies to the globe. Okay. And by the way, this is the general reading, so please take what resonates and leave what doesn't. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel to help it grow. And if you want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box. Now let's see the first card, what we have for this love reading. The first one is forgive and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. This card, sorry, this card is not directly, aiming to the situations that we were talking about, but this is for some of the people that are still not believing in the process, rather than speaking of love or sentimental life. First of all, we need to heal ourselves, and when we heal ourselves, it's actually all the skills on the way to learning how to love ourselves. So forgiving and learning is very important, because if you imagine in real life, if you have the wound and you only treat it outside and you ignore the things developing underneath your skins, then the infections will develop and then it will burst out, and then we will have to do all the operations, and the result can be even more serious and more severe. So it's the same as spiritual healing or soul healing. When your soul's wounded, uh, it's very similar that things being damaged and hurt inside, and a lot of people find it difficult to go deep down inside to fix this. The only way to do this is to go to the very deepest, darkest corner of your soul and find out what triggered it and what did the harm things to it. Because as I say in, I think, the reading yesterday or the day before, we all born with a very clean soul. There's no wounds, everything is perfect. So if you think about the child when they was first born, that's what we wanted to become. That's what we wanted to find back about ourselves. Okay, so so by finding the reasons and the solutions how to heal it is the learning, because it's a skill, and learning how to forgiving is the way to, how I say, finalize and sum up everything for one soul journey, up at least up to now, right? Because but I believe that after you learned to the last cycle, before you step in your official cycle of living, enjoying the heaven on earth, you won't have to learn any other repeated lessons, and there won't be new lessons. So speaking about that, because this is a love reading, so that's why I want to focus on self-healing a little bit, because if we cannot heal ourselves, we will never able to love ourselves, and when we unable to love ourselves, we unable to love anyone else, and that will be the failure of a soul journeys. And if we fail, you will have to go back to this life next time and do it all over again. So this is how things work for people, right? If we know that we not happy yet, the first thing we have to think of, why we still not happy, what actually caused it. Is it the external environment or is the internal environment? Now, the external environment is actually easier to fix, because you actually can have people around to ask for help, even friends or even a new acquaintance, um, because that will be always the design of life, how to guide people through their soul journey. No one gonna be left with nothing or no solutions. If you find you stuck, that means that you haven't been able to spot out things around you. And if you want to spot out things around you, the funny thing is you actually have to spot out things about yourself first. So the logic is you have to go from inside to outside. So from within yourself to the extended environment, the external environment that you are in. That's the only way. Now, if sometimes people don't understand that, and they do like very spontaneously, so they go to like look everywhere, they didn't see anything, and they close themselves, and then that's where all the drama started. Okay, sorry to talk a little bit more about self-healing today, but because of this card coming out, and I think it's just the right time, that means the spirits and universe really care about you, right? So just keep positive. Now the second card, let's see what we have. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Now this card is answering the clarity that we were looking for. So obviously that doesn't matter if you in separations or if you in the crossroad. Is like a lover cast, with because other people, there one soulmate and other people around that they trying to copy the energies to confuse you. The reason why they're doing it, because the universe wants you to gain the clarity for yourself, why it has to be this person. You can only see the soulmate when your soul recognize their soul. So when you want the two soul recognize each other, you need to awaken yourselves even partly. Right? You don't need the fully awakening yet, because it's a process. That's why I'm thinking in the weekend, if I have time, I will do part 2 of the awakening, soul awakening video, because the part 2 I want to clarify with people how many type of awakening and what it looks like or how it feels like, so we know what to like pay attention when we see the sign of something, so we know that we are doing it. Okay, so now let's go to tarot. Let's see what we have. The first card is the Nine of... Let's put it here. Okay, put this up a little bit. Yep. So the first cup is the Nine of Cups. So that means that your wish gonna be granted. This is also indicates that people will pass their challenge eventually. The challenge is always something that we have to think about, because it's not easy, or else it's not called challenge, right? But the Knight of Cups saying that you will have good time with people. It can be a romantic one, or if you choose not to find a romantic one, that's fine, but you will still be happy. Speaking of your mood, If it's not as a sentiment, then it will be your mood, right? But this is a love reading, so I'm expecting that a lot of people will have the soul reunion with their partner. Okay, now let's see the challenge. What is the challenge for this reading? Is the Ten of Cups. This is interesting. So the Nine of Cups saying that you will have a good time, and like it's like your wish gonna be granted. But the challenge is the Ten of Cups. That means this is about the separation. So the clarity, the difficulty for people at the moment is not quite about, it's also about the other energies, but this indicates that there will be some disruptions in your, how I say, enjoyment. So there'll be a waiting time, and this waiting time is designed for clarity, as I say. That's why, and this is very interesting because I rarely see any reading with the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups like opposite each other, but actually make sense to each other. That's why spirits say stay optimistic. Now let's see, why is that? The Magician. You are this is to say that you will pass the challenge with your talents, with your wisdom. You will see through things. That's why people will be the wish will be granted with the Knight of Cups. Now let's see in the recent part, or exactly right now, the High Priest. The reason why I say right now, because the recent past actually is connected by the present bridge, the bridge of the present. So this is the ongoing energies. So you actually feeling a bit intuitive, or it can be a bit moody here. This reminds me of the moon. Remember the reading yesterday, the King of Cups is covered by the moon. So obviously this is some sort of like lack of communication at the moment. I mean, I'm not talking about texting or phoning. I'm talking about like the direct face-to-face opportunities for people, because that's why you feel the 10, you're quite there, you're happy inside, but outside you're unable to party, to actually party yet, because this is waiting time. So please be patient, stay optimistic like spirit advise you. Okay, let's see what people think at the moment. At the moment, the Six of Swords, you're thinking about future, you're thinking about moving, you're thinking about coming to that common water. It's common water is a term that a lot of people use, and I kind of like that terms too, because it's saying that you're going to somewhere that people gonna do things with you, gonna share things with you. That's why it's common, the people with common interest. So you are waiting, in the waiting time of moving. That's why you feel a little bit intuitive or sensitive with things at the moment. But the good thing is you still enjoying and happy, because you know that you're on the right track, and you know that your wish being granted. And if with some of you, if you feel that you're close to the awakening time to enjoy the next blessings, because some people commented me that, well, to be honest, I really advise you to comment as many as you can about things that you want, or you feel, or you wish to me, because I can help you manifest it. But don't comment me negative things. If you don't want something, then there's no need to put comment, because if you don't want it, so why bothers? Okay, I'm sorry, but Sagittarius, we very direct, and that's me. I'm very blunt. If I have, I would say I have. And to be honest, I want to help everyone, but we can never help the people who doesn't want something. We cannot enforce anything onto people. People have free will. You remember that. So if you want, if you really understand that, then you will never do enforce people. Okay, now let's see what coming toward people for. I can't remember what number of this love reading. I think it's the 21. What coming toward you is the Page of Pentacles. Now what coming toward you is actually the first movement of the Six of Swords. So things will be start moving for people with the Page of Pentacles. The opportunity might not be as bright as you wanted straight away, but don't worry because you are the magician. So let's see what will coming toward you. So the Five of Cups now, because the Page of Pentacles saying that the first is kind of like your manifestation start to work. So you start moving forward with the Page of Pentacles. So the Five of Cups here saying that the energies of being isolated will be released. So right now you're feeling isolated with the High Priestess. You feel that connections because this person is connected to you spiritually, but for some reason the distance is a bit not quite favorable for people at the moment. So right now you in the mood of the Five of Cups. You feeling like you're missing this connection, but the good thing is the Five of Cups is being reversed in the process of being reversed, so you will be released from that, and the change will come to you. Let's see what the next card. Let's use that one. The Seven of Wands. The Seven of Wands here is, remember the challenge yesterday is the Seven of Wands. This is like you fighting with yourself. If you remember, I say about the ego, or you defend yourself. This is like you trying to use all your wisdom and trying to stay true to yourself about something, because obviously that you feeling quite lonely or isolated, and maybe that's the reason why other energies were trying to come around to test you. This is a test from the universe to see if you really true to your your feeling, if you're honest to your feeling, and if you're loyal to your feeling. So that's why you will be in the energies of 7-1. You're feeling like you want to protect your territory of emotion. You don't want anyone to intrude it until you gain the clarity, until you figure out what is going on with the Five of Cups. Because that's why I say that's the ongoing process, your intuition trying to guide you through, even you feeling moody somehow. Now let's see the next card, what we have. So this energy is exactly what I'm predicting. I was predicting this. Okay, so the Seven of Pentacles. Now the Seven of Pentacles is you trying to figure out how to in or allow the Page of Pentacles to come in. That's why you're in the energy of the magician. So that means that right now you will have a lot of like roadmap in your mind, different approaches and methods, trying to figure out how to create the new futures, which is the other end, the other oppositions of the past. Because the past is the symbol of the Seven of Pentacles, where you got stuck and where you couldn't get things for your foundations. And now, because of the waiting time that you are going through, you start to using all your knowledge to think about it, because that is the process of manifesting. So people start to manifesting the foundations for the new relationship or the new life. If you want to be on your own, it will be your new life. Okay, now the outcome of this. Let's see the outcome of this. The Ace of Wands. So don't worry, because the new beginning definitely comes to your door. You will have a good start ahead, and this gonna be very energetic. Now, because this is the love reading, but it's actually linked closely to the new life, the new blessings, and also the new foundations. Everything's new because this is gonna be your new start. Six of Swords. No wonder you're heading through a small opportunities here to have a very bright new start. Okay, so let's clarify this reading to see what we have. The Nine of Cups. Let's see the Nine of Cups we have is the Judgment. Wow. This is definitely arranged by the universe. So the judgment is the awakening. If now you believe me. Your wish is granted right the time you be awakened. And the reason why is it has to be that way because as I try to explain, if you're not awakened, then how you can recognize the other soul, the soulmate that you want, that you've been with before, or you signed a contract with before. That's the reason why it has to be around this time. So I'm expecting the the second turn of awakening for some people. So the challenge is the Ten of Cups. What can I say, guys? The Lovers. Now you see why, because the love. So like everything that I was mentioning in the introduction, all here. So it's about the separation between you and someone. You quite can't get it, but it also the Lovers is like other energies comes around, because if you see right when you feeling down with the Five of Cups, even you don't meet people, but remember the spirits, they working with each other in the sky. We can be half of the world away, but they not, they right next to each other. So they were sent the soul that can tame you to see if you really loyal to the feeling, to your feeling, because they want to know if you're ready. You can be only true to your identity and your feelings when you really open your eyes, and you open your eyes when you are awakened. Okay, so that's one challenge here. um, One challenge is you cannot be party, you can't be, like 100%, perfectly with someone. And then the other challenges is, like the energies around you to see if you really gain the clarity about the connections that you wished for, because obviously that your wish already granted here. So when your wish is granted, that's by the spirits. The only time that you can be with someone is because you meant to be with that person. Remember that. You will never be with a random one unless they are the karmic one. Okay, now let's do what this one, the High Priest first then. Okay, let's see what the High Priest is about. The King of Wands. Now, the High Priest is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is actually your energy. So that means that you are close to awakening, or you are ready, or even that you were awakened. So it doesn't matter the people close to awakening or the people already awakened. The challenge will be the same. It's gonna be if you can notify someone. The main theme is if you can clarify the connection between you and someone, and notice and recognize and realize that they are the one. So that's the main theme of this reading. The challenges can be different meanings, because people might have a different stories, but mainly about other energies come back around to see, to check on you, or you're not with someone at the moment. The temporary separations, and the Ace of Cups with the World. Okay, now let's go to the Magician first. The Magician is your energies. See, because you have managed to become to the King of Wands, which is one of the best energy that you can have. The King of Wands and the Queen of Wands doesn't matter, right? Because they're quite similar, because they all about action, passion, and determination, and also about like seeing things, um, staying in the light. That's the common meanings of that. So um, because of that, because of your power, the way that you have taught yourself and trained yourself so far until now, so you start to manifesting the movement to your new life. And the Ten of Pentacles here is the the symbol of the new opportunities, new treasures, new rewards, new abundance of the new cycle, of the new life that you're heading toward. Now let's see the Six of Swords. The Six of Swords, let's see which card is for the Six of Swords. I think this is the one here. The Six of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Wands. So you're really looking forward to the new movement or to the new opportunities of, you know, like meeting someone. It's like you're moving towards someone here, to join them, to talk to them, to express, to even, you know, move in with someone here. Six of Swords and Eight of Wands. So it's like the details of the manifestations that you're doing at the moment. So you manifest for communications, opportunities to be with someone, and also money at the same time. So you actually manifest all aspects of your life without knowing it. Okay, so let's see what's coming toward you. You figure out how to to open up these opportunities. See the future that you're heading to. The person, if you meet your soulmate, that's good. If you haven't, and close to awakening, then you will have opportunities to communicate and, you know, like work with people, and you will find your soulmate in the new land. It doesn't matter, but what I can see here is you gonna receive a small opportunity of something, and this opportunity will lead you right straight to your victory of what you manifested. So it's like your manifestation is gonna happen very fast this time after you have graduated the University of Life. So that is the power of the wisdom. So please keep that in mind, so you can, you know, like keep yourself optimistic this time and stay true to your feeling. It's just like the Oracle card advise people. And don't forget to learn forgiving and learning. If you still stuck with any situations. Okay, now the Five of Cups. Let's see what we have with the Five of Cups is the Page of Wands. You know, it's funny because, you know, like it's like when you down, you tend to kind of like go back to the past and think about the people in the past. That is crazy. Of course, it might be just a moment of weakness, but it showed here that you're thinking of someone like a fire sign, someone from the past, or you are thinking of someone in the past. It doesn't need to be a fire sign, it can be any sign. But for some people, I think this is a fire sign that you're thinking of. Because I remember in the reading yesterday, the Page of Wands clarified the challenge, and the challenge were the Seven of Wands. Okay, so now let's see the Seven of Wands. So this person, when they kind of like see you in that moment of being weak again, they were trying, you know, to say, hey, you want to see me and all sort of thing, right? But for some reason your intuition guide you through, because you are the high priestess, so you are being on point, you know, with you putting your guard up. So the Seven of Wands say, no thank you, because I already got my soulmate. Now how amazing it is. I didn't even have to read the card, but I already knew what would be the case. You say no thank you because I already found my soulmate, so you actually stand your feet and you protect your feeling. If you in this situation and resonate with this story, this is really good, because you will get all the blessings that you want when you do this. The only problem for some people is they believe that what they think or what they feel or what they do secretively, no one will understand and see it and know it. You're wrong. The universe always know what you're thinking, what you're doing. Don't even try to be smart. No one's smarter than God, remember that. Okay, so with the Seven of Pentacles, let's see. Now, you want to change the situations in... Yep. So you're feeling a little bit frustrated because you want to change the future, but you only see the page of pentacles. So it's like the opportunity is not quite clear, it's not quite big enough, it's not good enough for you to build the foundations. It's like you raising your head like faster than what you should, ahead of time. You raise your head ahead of time, yeah. So that's why spirit advice, don't think it that way, because that small door, the small gate, the small door, the small opportunity that you about to heading toward, it's gonna be opening up the whole sky for you. You're gonna be victorious, and the start will be amazing because it's the Ace of Wands. So let's see what's the Ace of Wands is about. I love this reading, guy, because everything's been predicted. Now you believe me, I don't need the tarot card to read anything. I can just tell. Okay, now the Ace of Wands. Let's see why the Ace of Wands is here. The Ace of Wands is the moon. This is actually, logical, because obviously the thing is not clear at the moment. So you can't see that fresh start that you're heading toward yet. But what you can see now is the Page of Pentacles. So the Ace of Wands is the thing that you want to manifest everything here to happen. But right now the moon is covered, because you remember, this is why life magical. If you can see everything, like from now, like next 100 years, for example, what is the joy of it? It will be boring, right? So that's the reason why the universe doesn't let you to see the outcome yet, but you can see through the tarot. You don't need what the moon covers, but it will be something gloriously, the Ace of Wands. Okay, guys, so I'm really happy with this reading. Just trying to remind you, the last time, whatever challenge it is, separations, the lover cast, crossroad, stay true to how you feel. All I ask is to be honest to your feeling. Then you will overcome all the challenges, and then you will receive all the blessings that you asked for. Right, okay, so this is all I've got for you. If you like what I'm doing, please like, share the video, and subscribe to my channel to help it grow. If you are new, please subscribe to my channel, and if you already here and want to donate, please find the donate button in the description box, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.